Hey. All right, supercharger porting. First, you I just took out all these sensors. You probably can leave it in, but I took them off because I don't want to damage them. And I labeled them, put them in a cup, not this cup, but one of those cups over there with the bolts. And I'm gonna take these out and steam clean it also. I got some green clean I'm gonna put in there. And also, I'm gonna take this bolt out. I got some supercharger oil, and I'm gonna drain the oil and put it back in there. But I'm gonna drain it, see how much I poured out, and pour. I think you need 150 milliliters. I'm gonna see how much I pour out and just pour a little bit more extra than that and put it back in there. Car only got 50,000 miles on it, somewhere right there. But in order to take this heat exchanger out, you need something to hit it. I got a rubber mat I've been looking for the past 10 minutes and can't find it. So you get something like this here. After you take all the bolts off, of course. And don't hit it with a hammer or a rubber mallet. Just get you a little flathead and just wedge it little by little. I had to get 2 flatheads and sort of do this, then I had to tap it. But be careful of this. I don't think I didn't order one of these, so I have to reuse that. But this is hard to get out. This is harder to get out than a supercharger is to take out the car. But yeah, this is it. So I'm just going to pressure wash it, clean it up, and put it back in. This one is easier to take out. Since I knew what to do, get a fat head here, and just work it. And that's pretty much it. Okay, I got this bolt on loose up top, Allen wrench. Now I'm finna try to pour supercharger oil out. And start porting. I'm gonna try to cut this stuff out here. Up top, then back there. Clean this all up. Probably down there too. And then I'm gonna hit this. Extend this out a little bit. Y'all wish me luck. I need all the luck I can get. Let's get to it. Okay, this is the 1 hour mark. Working on that side. That side I haven't touched. You can see a little difference there. Trying to open it up, get that airflow in. And the more the merrier. All right, guys, this is day 2. So I'm probably like 2 hours in total. You got to have the patience of a snail. All right, y'all, I ended up buying this die grinder from Harbor Freight. One number like 40, 50 bucks. Seemed like it's getting the job done a lot faster than what I've been doing with the Dremel. I started right there. It's starting to grind out a little quicker. So, and I'll be able to work on that, get this opened up some. And this was only like 8 bucks. I bought a couple of these. All right, so let's get back to it. Work on another hour. Then I got 2 of them. And I got that right there. So let's get to it. Get back to it. see, that's how we're just gonna keep chipping away at the old block. It's getting there. It's getting there. Difference between the other one. Just keep chipping away, y'all. Gotta have patience. All right, 30 minutes later, y'all. Still at it. I'm almost at the mark that I wanted to have. And you tell the difference is coming along. And this is looking crazy. Still got to get back on it, but that's going to be a little later. My goal right now is to just get to the black mark. Then do the same on that side. It's a pretty big difference. Try breathing out of a straw, then pinch it. That's how it is. So I'm trying to open it up more so I can breathe better. That's how we doing. Chipping away at the old block. Got my iPad right there, watching some NFL while I'm doing this. So good way to pass by the time. All right, we made a little boo-boo. See that hole right there? It's no big deal. We can put some epoxy on it and take about six hours to dry. That was caused by me going a little too deep over here. So I'm gonna stop that side now. I think that's good enough. Count that as a win. And I'm gonna start on this side. Take that back up so no oil will come, no stuff will get in there. All right, get back to it. All right, another day. I think I'm done, y'all. And at least with this part, until I get to, smooth it all out. I don't know if I'm gonna polish it or not, guys. I don't think the air care is polished. Probably smooth it out a little bit. I'll probably polish, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna start on this, get this piece knocked out there and try to smooth that down. This is super hard to cut, but I bought some new wheels. Hopefully that'll cut a little bit more. But yeah, if y'all wanna get it done quicker, I probably would have been farther ahead if I would have been bought this from Harbor Freight. Yeah, what's going on? These bits, pretty good. $7 bits. It shredded my time in half just by going and buying this. They had some that was $50, but he said these would work. So I'm sure the $50 one at Harbor Freight will probably work a little bit better. And I bought some of this stuff at Harbor Freight to clean up in the inside after I finish. So I'm finna get the wheel on, get my Dremel, where my Dremel at. Finna get this Dremel, put a wheel on and start working on this now. Try to cut that on. I don't know if I'm gonna get all this out. Probably just cut this out. So that'll be a lot there. And try to shave this, make it look a little bit better. Then work on the inside over here. Open up just a little bit, but I'm thinking all your more airflow is gonna come from this side. So, and a little bit on the opening. All right, as I get to it. All right, I got that little piece cut out. Now I'm gonna try to just grind it out and make it a little bit more smoother and more flush. Yeah, let's see if I can grab this for you. That's a little metal piece that came out. All right there. Christmas tree. All right, so I'm gonna finish using this. I'm gonna grind this out here. Try to get that smoothened out, and hopefully I can get this back some. And that'll cause a lot more airflow for this supercharger to breathe. All right, let's get to it. All right, I put this brush on. I'm gonna have to use a smaller one to get back there. And I just sort of clinked up around here. Clinked up in here. It's not bad, but it's not the best. Still ain't polished it yet. So now they get another brush and try to get back there and clean that up. But it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. All right, I cleaned it up. It's not the best looking port, but that ain't gonna matter. Excuse me, only thing that matters is gonna breathe, baby. Just gonna let her breathe. Took some sandpaper. Took this Dremel sandpaper and try to sand some stuff down in there. It's looking good though. I think it give me some added horsepower. A little more open. Gotta clean all this stuff out. And I'm gonna start on that side now. But I think I'm pretty much done with this side. Open that up a little bit more. It's ugly as hell, yeah, I know. But it'll breathe more. So let's start on that side. Okay, I was just like 10 seconds on this side. I just wanted y'all to see this before I get the grinder out. I'm gonna open this up just a little bit and a little bit in there. And start cleaning this up to put it back together. Put it in my car, but probably not happening today because I'm still waiting on a cooler. Do not hit it with a hammer. You're gonna bend this side over here and you're gonna warp it. I probably can put it back, but I don't wanna take no chances, so. Here she is right here, let's get to it. Okay, check that out. Found something else to do on the bottom left. Cut that out, and I'm gonna do the right side, just like that. Open it up a little bit more. Race port. So I'm gonna do the other side just like that. Give it a little bit more airflow. Looking good, looking good. Right here, I'm not gonna grind out anymore. I got that bottom cut out. Not all the way up to that line, but it's good enough. I think I have a lot more airflow than normal. So all I gotta do is get all this, get all these chips out. Everything looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Hopefully give me way more airflow and I can hear the supercharger wind up a little bit more. We gotta clean this up. Clean this up. Everything, clean it up. But for the most part, I think it's all good. I think it's all as good as it's gonna get. As good as I'm gonna get. Spend $900 and do it yourself. I'll take the ladder. This is open just a little bit more, just right here. I ain't really do anything to the inside. It's already pretty much open in there. What else? Like I said, I made a hole right there, but it's now nice and sealed. I think it's sealed real good. Again, you do not, when you're taking these coolers out, heat exchangers, do not hit it with a hammer. Just work your way with the screwdriver, 2 of them. That way you won't mess up. And I'll show you. All that mess. All that mess. This is what I hit it with a mallet, rubber mallet. Now this is slight bent. It's all good because that hole was messed up anyway because I was trying to get the screw out. I ordered a new one, 2 new ones from ECS Tony. Ain't here yet. But I'm not gonna even try to fix that. I'm just gonna, I ordered a new one of these from Suburban Auto Parts. It's like $200, so this is a $200 hit right there. Actually 180. But this is a $200 hit, so don't hit it. Otherwise you get it. That's worth $200. I didn't know my hit was that pricey. But I'm finna go outside right now, clean this, because I'm gonna keep this, spray with the water hose, get it all nice and clean, and start putting it back together. I'm not gonna polish it, no need to polish it. What the hell am I gonna polish it for? Don't wanna polish it. Pretty quick, so get y'all 2 of these, maybe even 3 for Harbor Freight, and you should be able to do your whole job. So what's that, like $6, $7, $8 at the most? This is $40, 47, like 50 bucks. And that's pretty much all you need. This, that, and a Dremel if you want to cut this out, or you can just grind it out with this all day long. Just keep grinding, but it's pretty much it. It don't cost too much to do it. And of course, all the O-rings you get from Suburban Auto Parts. That's where I got them from. And heat exchanger cost me $200. So, but anyway, it's all good. I think all my gaskets cost $80, $8,200. I can't remember. I just bought it. Yeah, and get some of that just to chip it. I mean, to clean everything up. It was like $3. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep at it because I'm bored. Let's get to it. All right, open up this out a little bit more and cleaned it out. So we should be okay right there, you know, should be okay. Looking good, nice and easy. Every time I say I'm done, I find something else to do. But it looks good. Let's get up here. Did y'all peek at this? Clean that up a little bit more. Well, I guess it's as good as I'm gonna get it. So let's go ahead and clean it out. And I think I'm gonna put it back together, but this opening here is way bigger than it was at first. So we shouldn't have a, that's what they call a race port when they do back there, next to those bearings. I guess this right here is the standard port when they do by the throttle body. You know, and this is just an added bonus port right here. Everything looks good, looks good. Looks good. Here's the finished product of my handyman work. Don't look too bad. Yeah, I think it's great. Don't know what y'all think, but some professionals may say, oh, hell, you could have went this way and that way. Could have went up on the bottom right. But I'm satisfied with that. Up here. Looks pretty good. I done blew everything out with a compressor with some nitrogen over there. So don't look too bad, you know? Hopefully I gain a hefty amount of horsepower out the deal. All this work. Took 3 days, roughly 5-6 hours. Would have been a lot shorter if I had that at first. So if I had any advice to get you, it would be to go to Harbor Freight, get you one of them tools. And get 2 packs of this. 2 packs of them. And a pack of this. Like I said, it don't cost much. And don't hit the thing with the hammer. Don't hit back here with the hammer to get the coolers out. So I'm about to start putting everything back together. I bought some grease to put a little grease in there for look like it don't need much, but I bought a big. Let me show you what I bought. That's what the guy at the store told me to get for wheel bearings, and on the back of it says racing. So this brake, and back here it says racing for heavy application in motorcycles, off-road performance, recreation vehicles. Only need a dab, cost 10 bucks. But yep, now I can start putting everything back together and put all the gaskets and O-rings on. Gaskets and O-rings on. Now I need some real thin gasket maker. I'm gonna put around this edge here, up here. You don't want it down there. Just put it up around here somewhere. Maybe a dab right here. Oh, you can go around. Just a little dab, a little bead. We're gonna slide that in. They only go in one way. See them two? These two? It fits in here, so you can't get that messed up. And the same way with that, with the snout, when it goes on this a certain way. And when you put the spring in, let me see if I can set this down real quick. When you put the spring in, it hooks on there somehow. Let's see. It goes in like that. And when the snout goes in, it is same groove, but when you put it in, you have to turn that with it. So So just keep doing it till it hooks. So that's what I'm doing now. Then after that, I'm gonna fill this part with oil. And of course, put the bolts in first, tighten it down, then fill it up with oil. And go from there. So this how this fits. Them holes match up with them holes. So like I said, only go in one way. Make sure you clean up around here. Clean up around the edges. I did a little bit clean up, but come back to y'all when that's done. All right, got everything on there. Just put 2 bolts in. So I just got to do the rest. Of course, you go crisscross pattern. Crisscross pattern. How many foot-pounds? I have no idea. I'm just gonna tighten it up. And like I do everything else that I do. And fill it up with some oil. But yeah, that's how the gas is gonna look. I did it around the edges on both. And then that's the hole right there that you take off to fill it up with some supercharger oil. So I'm gonna finish doing that. Come back to y'all when I'm all done. This is the old oil that came out. This is the new oil. It's filled up to the second line or something like that. I'm gonna go a little bit past that. So I'll pour all my supercharger oil in a cup, fill it up a little bit more. Then I'm gonna pour it back into this. Man, where the hell my boat at? This supercharger boat there is already taken off. Tip this upside down, fill it up. After I pour this back into that bottle, and we should be squared away from there. Look how dirty that is. I looked it up and said 20,000 miles you're supposed to change this. Car got 50, but it's funky. It stinks, but I'm sure it's not bad. This was not as potent, but it does say it's supercharged oil right there. All right, let's get to it. I have my son hold this up while I'll fill it up with oil. So it took about 1.5 of these. That's what I put in there. 1.5. It says 4 ounces, about 6 ounces. Probably excessive, but it's a lot more space in there for more oil, but I didn't fill it up. All you're supposed to have is 150 milliliters, whatnot. But that's the hard part done. Everything else is simple. It's nice and tight. Got it all lubed back. Got the gasket stuff on there. That's how it looks. Okay, now I could get one cooler in while I wait for the other. So I just ordered it yesterday. So it may not be here to the end of the week. Then I'll be able to slap it in my car. Take it for a test drive. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and take my supercharger pulley off and put the new one I had bought. Why I bought a new one? Because this came off of this, and I was driving with it, and ain't nothing happened, but it was chewing up. Right here I broke a belt, then I JB welded. It was working. It worked up until now. It still works. But since I already had ordered that, I said I might as well put the newer pulley on there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Got the toaster oven up there, heating up. This is oiled up to the max. All I do is heat this up and slide it on there. I got the toaster oven on 400. Set it in there for about an hour, 15 minutes. Then it's pretty easy while it's off. Make sure you have some gloves and just slide that on there pretty tight. But that's the reason why I'm taking that off. So I already ordered this one. And this got both the edges. See this missing the edge? A lip. I was still driving it, going 100 miles an hour with it. Revving all the way up to 7,200 RPM, 7,400 RPMs. But I might as well go ahead and finish it off while I got it out. Instead of doing the, taking it apart, put it in the service position. So let's go ahead and slap this in there. Let it bake. Wake and bake, baby. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and slide this in after I cleaned it. See, I can spray that off and clean that up a little bit. So all you do is just slide this in like this. I don't have the other side yet. It hasn't made it to me. But in the meantime, I want to do something, so got to get to it. So all you do is push this all the way in. Now you can probably tap on this side if you need to. Only if you need to. We're gonna try to push it in. Hopefully I can get a bolt. Yeah, And while I'm screwing it in there, it's just suck it in tight. But when you're removing it, you just take a screwdriver here, screwdriver there, and just wiggle your way out. Otherwise, you'll bend something like I end up bending. I just some guy on YouTube saying bend it. I mean, hit it with a rubber mallet. But I mean, it might work for you. It didn't work for me. What the hell am I doing? I ain't even got the right bit. But anyways, slide that in there, put all these bolts in, and we'll hook this up. Then I'll hook all my sensors back up. I got my sensors labeled rear, passenger, and driver, or driver and passenger. And just another tip y'all can do. All right, so I'm gonna slide this in, put these bolts on, then I'll put this on and whatnot. And then wait for this. But that's pretty much it. That's all it was, showing y'all how to port. Or if y'all gonna do it yourself, just a little, give y'all some ideas. I know y'all can learn by looking. Probably no more than me. My first time doing it, and I'm 100% satisfied with it. After looking at videos and pictures, I think this is all right. Ain't the best, but it's good for me. Audi out. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and put these gaskets in. It's always good to change them if they're already exposed. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're supposed to have 6. Oh, 6. Your boy don't know how to count. Anyway, it's easy to change us. I guess they're easy. Huh. They're down in there. Let's see if I can wedge this up. Okay, that's all it is. They don't look bad, but might as well, right? Don't need no type of leaks. Just gonna slide this in there. There's a little cracks in here that you slide it down. Okay, that's one. Okay, I got one done. Now I'm gonna do the other 5. I can count, can I? All right, then I'm gonna do the seal for that, but that's over there. We'll do it after this, after I get all the rest out. Okay, that's all done. All the gaskets are in. Yeah, it's easy. I don't even think y'all needed to see that. Those are the old ones. I don't think y'all needed to see that, but it is what it is. Let's go back to the supercharger. Pulley still baking. Yeah, I got everything pretty much bolted up. Excuse me, bolted up. And all I'm waiting for is this. The other cooler, then I'll put the bracket up. Once we get that other cooler in. And then that'll be all she wrote. I don't know what the heck these go to. Probably some back here or something. I don't order a whole bunch of crap. Don't know where they go. These goes over here. Right here. One of the part number, there it is. Don't need no water leaks, so just take those out. Put them in, and that's it until I get this piece in. Till next time. All right, I got everything bolted back on the supercharger. So y'all put it in reverse order. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and talk to me. Audi out.